How are you?
I'm good. And you? How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So how was you and how was the rest of the band?
Wait, I have a sound issue. Can you please repeat? I'm sorry.
Okay. How were you and how was the rest of the band?
How's the rest of the band?
Yeah. Have you heard
Um,
that?
I guess they're good. We live together in the same city, in the same country, so we're in touch sometimes. Like, I mean, we're writing a new album, so we're definitely in touch. But yeah, it's not like we can see each other, unfortunately. But everyone is fine. Everyone is doing good.
Oh, great.
We focus on each other.
Start from the beginning of your career. What was your musical tastes and what influenced you to become a band or become a singer?
What influenced me to become a singer?
Yeah, and what music was you in?
Think I always knew I wanted to be a singer when I saw the Little Mermaid from Disney, and then from this on, I got quite a vast musical education through my dad, who's a huge music lover and made me listen to so many different genre of music because he was listening to many things himself. And then I educated myself into metal since I was 16 when I discovered Evanescence and then Nightwish. I think these were my two main revelations. Like when I discovered that style, I thought like, oh,
Yeah.
this is exactly what I want to do. And then I decided to today take singing lessons for that. And I had the first band when I was 18 and that's it.
Oh, great. So, did you approach other artists or were other musicians looking for a singer? And did you like approach them or did they approach you to join the band?
Um, uh, at first, I joined my first band when I was 18. And then after sometimes I wanted to found my own. And I did collaborate with a lot of musicians from my
Yeah,
hometown back then. But I have to admit that a lot of metalheads, some like 15 years ago, didn't want to have a female as a singer.
yeah,
So it was very hard for me to find a band or to create a band that would like to do that. So after 5 years, I resigned and I said, okay, I'll join a band who would need a singer because apparently here it's too difficult to create my own band. And 2 weeks
yeah.
after I told myself that, the band from Paris, Wisdom, for a new singer, and I applied and I got into. I was like chosen, and then from that first collaboration on, I got other. My phone calls started to ring, and other people wanted to work with me. So
Well, Amy Lee has done so much for um, like rock and female artists, singers, because there's so many out there now, which for me takes the bands in a totally different direction. And like you've got Beyond the Black with Jennifer, amazing, amazing. And I was listening to uh, uh, a symphonic journey. I was listening to that today in the car, and it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And like it's only of recently I've uh, come across your music and the band Vision of Atlantis, and you've got a new fan in myself. I can honestly say that.
thank you.
Really, really good. So moving on to that, what was the reasons behind having a live album, and is this something which you had been planning for quite some time, or is this something you just thought we need to get it done now while while this COVID-19 business is causing restrictions?
So this DVD was recorded last summer. So back then there was no COVID thing going on.
Oh,
Um, the thing is, this whole thing started with us discovering that orchestra, the Bohemian Symphony Orchestra of Prague, whom we knew already worked with other metal bands in the past. So we thought,
yeah,
hey, if this orchestra is willing to do that, and it can be not too big of an orchestra, it's just 20 people, it's not like 50 or so, maybe they would be interested in working with us. We really just like reached out to them like, hey, we're a symphonic metal band, we'd love to play with an orchestra once. How about, like, what do you think? And they really liked the idea of collaborating with us. And then from there we asked for like the conditions, and it appeared that it was completely something we could like afford, like with and then we looked for the right moment to do that, and we knew we didn't want to set the entire show ourselves. We didn't want to have to run an entire venue, because we're not yet that big of a band that can attract 5,000 people just for a show like that. So we decided to try to do it at a festival. And then when Bake Your Head last year was willing to have us with the orchestra, we said, let's do this and let's record, because we have no idea if we could do that again. So just for us, at least, let's record this, and if it's good enough, we'll make a DVD. And that was it. And then the fact that we can release it now when all shows are not possible is a nice coincidence, but that was planned because of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a brilliant. Is it going to be on other formats? Will it be on like vinyl, CD, or is it just going to be like DVD and Blu-ray?
It's a DVD, Blu-ray, CD, vinyl. It's everything, every support that you can listen our music on.
Oh, it's like I say, I'm listening to it today, and it's fantastic. It's really. There's so many bands now which are bringing in orchestras with like what Metallica did, and with Kiss, and I just think it takes music in a brilliant direction. I think a lot more bands should go down that route and experiment with orchestras, because it is absolutely fantastic just listening to it. And did somebody write the parts for the orchestra, or no, they just sent them paid?
They did that on their own. That was the most amazing part. Like, they asked for the songs, and then they picked everything by ear. They wrote their own scores. They were completely autonomous on working on their own parts that they were going to perform. So that was amazing.
Yeah, brilliant. Did they how much advance did you give them for them to come up with the parts, or was it like a spur of the moment thing, like a month or something?
No, they had several months. They had several. Yeah.
So it was early last year you started planning for the album. No, it's brilliant. It is. With the album coming out, I think it's on the 30th of October. I think it will come out. Have you got plans for a new studio record writing, or anything planned for the future?
Yeah, we're currently writing a new album. It's a bit too early to say too much about it, but I can already give as a hint that Michele and I were involved in the songwriting process this time. This feels really good. Like, it really feels like we are like designing the new identity for Visions of Atlantis.
Yeah. So, what's your process when you're writing new material, new songs? Do you come up with the lyrics first, or do members of the band say, look, we've got these ideas, and then you put it down on paper?
No, it's generally the music that comes first. We write the structure of the song, and then we write the vocal lines, and then from the vocal lines, and I will write the lyrics, because we want to emphasis on the musicality and the melody. And if you write lyrics first, sometimes it's very hard to make a nice melody out of them, because you have to take into account the rhythm of the language itself, and the emphasis on the right emphasis on the right syllable. And it's way easier for me, at least, to do it the other way around. That's right, lyrics as the final part before the song is finished.
So does everyone take part then in the writing, or is it like yourself and one other which do mainly the song, like this idea, this is a riff which I've come up with. What do you think?
I've been to Italy twice already to write songs with Michele. So we spend days in the studio together, putting down ideas, refining them. Sometimes he has the music, I come up with melody. Sometimes it's the other way around. We reshape each other's ideas and melodies, and we do definitely co-create in that space.
Yeah. So what plans have you got now for the rest of the year? Have you got anything social media wise? A lot of artists are doing concerts on social media, or is it too much of distance wise that you can't get to meet at the moment?
Well, us living in 3 different countries, it's impossible to make an online show from distance. We would have to be in the same place. There's no way that we can play together from different places online live. It's impossible.
Yeah.
We try. We search for that, but it's not possible. The technology is not for that yet. Yeah. We are maybe planning. It depends on if things evolve, to make an online streaming show like other bands did. We'll see if we can do that. For now, we still have that DVD going. We're very happy to actually have a release in this period of time.
Yeah.
And we're writing a new album, so we're kind of busy, even though it's not always obvious on social media that there is something going on and behind the scenes. And when it comes to touring, nothing is planned before fall next year, and we hope this can happen. I mean, there are some festivals for summer that are confirmed, but it's very unlikely that festival would be possible next year. So,
is it very difficult with the COVID for you to travel to? Is there restrictions like you're in the UK? We've got restrictions. If we travel somewhere, we've got to go into quarantine. Have you got that where you were based? So does it make it harder for you to go like to Italy or?
No, actually, within Europe, you can travel from one European country to another without too many restrictions. There are exceptions now. It's like it's changing from one week to another because of how the situation evolves in different territories. Like if you come to France and you're from Germany, you might have to be in quarantine in Germany when you go back. So there are some things like this happening, but thankfully, right now, for me to be able to Italy and come back, there was no issues, and to go to Austria to check things with the bands, it was safe too. So.
Oh, excellent. With going back onto social media, you've like I say, you've got the Blu-ray coming out on the 30th. Have you got anything planned yourselves? Maybe doing like a talk through on social media where the fans can come and ask you questions. Have you got anything planned for?
Not for now. We have had done some Q&As already during the lockdown, especially. For now, no, we don't have any of this planned. Maybe we'll put something together by the end of the year or something. But the promotion of the DVD right now is taking quite some time. So.
Finally, going on to 2021, you say you're going on tour later in the fall. Have you got any plans of coming over to the UK, maybe doing festival appearances, or have you got any plans of doing a full tour in the UK, or is it just Europe?
We had UK dates, I think, planned in December this year that are postponed to December next year. Right. So UK is definitely part of our next tours. It's just a matter of if these tours are possible or not. But we definitely can't wait to come back to the UK. We always had a great time there.
Yeah, it's one of the things which we all miss, especially in the UK, is live music. It's but with your release coming out, it is something which we can all get our teeth into, watch a live show, and Well, we've got so many artists at the moment which are doing special shows. I watched, I don't know if you've heard of them, Armored Saint. They like a thrash. They done a live show from a Whiskey A Go-Go out in LA, and it's such a strange experience. But you see the band, and there's just there's no fans there whatsoever. They don't know how to. It's really, really funny, but they're doing the best they can, really. So, but anyway, it's been fantastic talking to you. I will be at your next concert.
Thank you.
Next year, and I will promote as much as I can your Blu-ray, and as soon as it does come out, I'll be getting the vinyl myself. So I can't wait.
Thank you. That's a great way to support bands in this period of time.
Yeah, I keep telling people, like at the moment I got Spotify. I don't like Spotify, but with modern cars, you haven't got the CD slots anymore, so you're going into like streaming. So it's the only way you can really play songs. But me personally, if I come across a new album, I make it my mission to get that album, because it supports yourselves, it supports the artist, and I just think vinyl is the best thing ever. I think it's brilliant. But anyway, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for your interest. Thank you very much for your support.
Have a nice day, and keep yourself safe.
Thank you. You too.
Oh, thank you. All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.